Hello, my name is Jittybit and welcome to Octane Online Racing Round 9 at Austria and the second race for the Asia Tier 2 races. Taking a look at qualifying for the upcoming race, we see Kuzmic taking his first pole for the Sauber team with a 1:04.335, followed by Brysoltz in second and Frick starting from third. Down the order from there, it's Fricks, I'm a Myth, Asni, EasyU, Eraser, Xavier, and starting in 10th, Aaron. Here we are on the grid in a rainy Austria. Everyone's starting on the intermediate tyres. We have 5 red lights, and away they go. Getting a good start. It looks like Kuzmic is going to keep the lead into turn 1. We follow on board with the McLaren of Fricks here, as I'm a Myth goes very deep and hits the back of Kuzmic, and unfortunately he has spun, as has collected a few other drivers with him. They will struggle from here. I'm a Myth has gone down all the way to 9th. He has lost 4 positions with that first corner crash. And as we come into the second corner, following along with EasyU, we see Aaron Gavin on the inside of Eraser. Little bit of ghosting there, but he seems to get away from EasyU and 4B Eraser as they make contact coming out of that curve. And oh my, I'm a Myth coming out of nowhere, splitting the 2 cars. Oh, and there's contact, and I'm a Myth has gone off the track and taking out one of the boards. I think he doesn't have any damage there, so he should be alright. But that was very risky for these drivers. On the first lap of this race, he'll slot in behind EasyU. Getting a lovely view of turn 1 here as we look at this train of cars coming around the first corner. Behind Brysoltz, our leader, and Kuzmic has lost a few positions off the start. He is now down into 4th from pole position. And we'll follow on board with Fricks here as he tries to make a move into turn 2. He's a bit too far back. But the Haas of Frick has actually gone off the track there. He'll hope to get a run into the second corner. There's no DRS at the moment because of the rain, and also it's lap 2, so it wouldn't have been there anyway. But he'll slot in behind Frick here. He gets very close to the back of him. There might have been contact there. I hope for Fricks' sake there wasn't, and his front wing is fine. It didn't seem to be any debris flying off his car there. And coming through the double left-hander now, we see they are right, very close together. He wants to make a move on Frick. He gets a bit loose coming out of that left-hander. There might have been contact again, and there are yellow flags on the left-hander. I wonder who... Oh, it's Asni. He spun. Aaron Gavin looking to make a move on Eraser here into turn 3. Gets a lovely run. Oh, and it looks like there was contact there as he didn't leave much space on the outside for Eraser. And Eraser will just have to slot in behind, waiting for Aaron Gavin and 4B Eraser to come around the final corner. And 4B Eraser has spun and hit the wall on the outside there. He's reset to the track. Hopefully, he's only lost 1 position there to Asni, but he will have a very broken front wing. There is no wing left at all, so he will be crawling back to the pits right now. Oh, and Fricks making a move into turn 2. He's gone very deep and very wide and off the track, and will have to slot in behind these cars here as we see the Haas of Frick behind Brysoltz, who has led this race from lap 1. He will look to get in front of him and hopefully take the lead of this race. Fricks is right on the back of Kuzmic here, and he's going to look to take the inside line into turn 2. He brakes later. He manages to pull the car up. He leaves room for Kuzmic around the outside, and Kuzmic comes across and gives him a little nudge to let him know he's there. Asni is getting great traction out of turn 3 and looking to make a move on Aaron Gavin here in 5th. He's run a little bit wide, misses the apex very slightly, but it looks like it's enough for Asni to take advantage as he comes down the inside and too wide through this section of corners. It's beautiful to watch these two, and Asni will take the position from Aaron, who will have to slot behind in 6th. It looks like Frick's trying to make a move for the lead here. He's gone down the inside into turn 2. Brysoltz has just had to go to the outside of the track, and it looks like he's just going to have to slot in behind for the time being. Frick takes the lead of the race on lap 7 after a very strong start from the both of them. Following on board with 4B Eraser here as he sits behind EasyU. There's yellow flags in sector 2 and 3. I'll have to find out who that is. It looks like it's Asni again. He's got gravel on the tyres. He'll be slow here, trying to keep Kuzmic behind him. And Asni has had another incident of going off the track. And he'll just hope that he can keep Kuzmic behind here. It looks like he's got a nice run on Asni. He's sitting a little bit back, and we get the helicopter shot through turn 1. There is a McLaren coming out of the pits. It's Fricks. Oh, and there's contact between the two of them. Asni was very slow on the exit of the corner. Kuz was very fast. There was an incident waiting to happen. Kuzmich has actually gone onto the grass there, and Asni might be able to get the position back coming into turn 2. Around the outside, they give each other just enough room. And, oh, Kuzmich has struggled to get the power down. Asni once again getting very unstable on the exit of the second last corner. And Kuzmich has touched the back of him again. That was definitely front wing damage I saw there. And he'll be regretting that, but there's not much he can do at this point. He'll just have to sit in behind Asni and try and overtake him with that broken front wing. The track is drying out here a little bit, so it won't be too long until these guys pit. Maybe another 5-10 laps or something like that. And into turn 2 they come, and you can see he locks up, and that'll be from the lack of front downforce, from the missing winglets on the front of the car. And Fricks is trying to maintain his position from Aaron Gavin. He has looked to make the move stick into turn 3. He goes a little bit wide, but it looks like he'll still keep that, so he'll be happy to maintain that third place for the time being. The leaders Frick Frack and Brysolt have made their first stop of the race. They'll probably go on to intermediate tyres. Oh, Asni, he's hit the Armco on the inside of the pit lane, and oh, that'll just extend his pit stop. Thankfully, he won't lose time going around the track, but that is unfortunate for him. I'm a Myth pits too. We follow on with EasyU as Fricks is, oh, he's DNF'd. It must be near the pit lane, and that's very unfortunate for him as we watch Asni's pit stop. It looks like Kuzmich is changing his front wing too from the contact he made with Asni. And we'll have to see where he comes out. There goes I'm a Myth. And is that an unsafe... Oh, they're inside each other. Well, that was definitely an unsafe relief, I would say. As I'm a Myth takes positions off of Kuzmich and Asni there. And coming out of the pits... Oh, there's a whole brigade of cars right there. Some cars on slightly worn intermediates, some cars on brand new intermediates, and Aaron Gavin will look to make a move on a racer there. He looks to have, yeah, he has, and Forvia Racer will just try and get a run out of the turn, but here come the Mercedes of Aaron Gavin, the Ferrari of I'm a Myth, and the Sauber of Kuzmich coming into turn 2. They are all three of them quite close together at this point. Aaron has just come out of the pits, he's on fresh rubber. And I'm a Myth is looking to make a move on him here. He goes around the outside coming into turn 3. Can he make that move stick? Aaron is going to keep that inside line. He brakes a lot later and also misses the apex slightly, which allows I'm a Myth to get a sort of switchback maneuver. And he gets much better traction coming out of turn 3 and will hold position into turn 4. Lovely shot here of Aaron Gavin and Kuzmich as Kuzmich looks to make him... Oh, no, he's spun. Can he keep his front wing intact? Asni looks to have a run on Aaron Gavin here. He'll look to the inside of turn 3. They give each other just enough room coming on the exit, and Asni pushed down so much more power than Aaron. At this stage of the race, Frick Frack seems to have a very commanding lead of 21 seconds over Brysolt's, with I'm a Myth in third behind them, and DRS has just been enabled. I think we'll probably see a bit of a mad scrap for the pit lane here, as everyone will come in hopefully for the dry tyres. Let's see if these cars make the move. It looks like Kuzmich is going pretty slow around that curve. Yes, he does pit. Here comes Frick Frack, the race leader, around the second last turn. He will pit. Yes, he will, for the dry tyres as he looks to maintain his lead. EasyU in the Red Bull has looked to stay out on those intermediate tyres. It might be the wrong call, as we see Forvia Racer in the Sauber behind him, hounding the back of him. And let's see the traction on the exit of this corner. Oh, he has so much more speed under traction. He cuts across there, EasyU, but nothing doing there as there's no contact, I don't think. And he's looking to make the move on the inside. He takes it very much on the inside. And EasyU is, oh, he's very wobbly on the exit there, and he's actually gone off the track. And I think we'll probably see him pit here as he realizes these intermediate tyres are probably not the right tyre to be on at this stage of the race. And yes, he will pit and change those tyres for dries. It is time. The track has dried out. Oh, he's hit the wall on the pit lane. I hope he gets that front wing changed. Otherwise, that could be very costly for him as he looks to get one of those sort of end range positions in the points. Frick Frack gets a 5-second stop-go penalty. He's pitting again. The leader of the race has pit twice, and he's lost the position of Brysoltz, who takes the lead once again. Oh, Frick Frack had this in the bag. He had a 21-second lead, and now he's thrown it all away as he pits for a new front wing and new dries. He must have broken it somewhere, and oh, we have a visual glitch there. That's fine. He comes out, hopefully in front of IMMF. I think we'll find... Yeah, he comes out in second place. Kuzmic actually pitted for softs when everyone pit for dry tyres here. He is on the back of Aaron Gavin. Those softs look actually to be in good condition with the current temperatures, with the track drying, and he'll look to make a move on Aaron Gavin. Look at the speed difference he's got, and he'll look to take it on the outside as Aaron protects the inside. Again, they give each other just enough room, and Kuzmic breezes past there. Very nice move from the Sauber driver. Brysoltz is coming around the last few corners on the last lap of the race. He's going to take the victory here after Frick Frack broke his front wing. He's been gifted it, but take nothing away. He's driven brilliantly as he crosses the line and takes the win of race 2, his maiden win. And now the focus is on Frick Frack behind, who has a lot of penalties, I think. And it's going to be interesting if he can keep the position from IMMF. He won't. He comes third. So not only has he lost first from breaking his wing, he's come third as well. Very unfortunate for him. And we'll see as Asni crosses the line now in fourth. Very nice position. He's on the podium. Oh, Frick Frack had one too many penalties and he's lost third to the Toro Rosso of Asni. And we watch as Aaron Gavin and Kuzmic take this race to the wire. They are fighting over 5th position. Who will take it? Aaron looks to be ahead coming out of that turn. He's gone very inside. Kuzmic is alongside, and he's just got more speed coming out of that corner. And he will take 5th position from Aaron as they cross the line. I wonder if there's any penalties there. I didn't really remember any happening. We'll have to see here. Is Aaron in 5th? He is indeed in 5th. Nice drive from Aaron there. Let's take a look at the final race classifications, with Brysoltz taking his maiden win in Asia Tier 2, starting from 2nd. He gains that 1 position. Fastest lap went to Kuzmic with a 1:06.195, but he ended up down 5 positions, which he will not be very happy with, I'm sure. We see Fricks finishing it off. He DNF'd, but he still gets that final point in 10th. And very nice race all round from these guys, with Aaron Gavin taking the driver of the day up 5 positions. Taking a look at the standings now, we see IMMF maintains his lead in the championship after his win in France last week out. Brysoltz, with his first win of the season, takes 2nd, 6 points behind him. Following that, it's Asni in 3rd, Frick Frack, Eraser, Kuzmic, Aaron Gavin, Easy U, Bright, and Xavier in 10th.